Thousands of pages of newly released investigative documents reveal more about the case against suspended Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton.
They include statements from former staffers and others about how Paxton's involvement with an Austin investor both disturbed and alarmed them. Senior reporter Tony Plahetsky is here now with more. Tony?
Brian and Ashley, these new documents were filed in the ongoing impeachment case against Ken Paxton. They show that Paxton's most inner circle and even those who didn't know him as well were questioning the level of Paxton's assistance for Paul while Paul was being targeted by the FBI.
Nearly 3 years before a grand jury indicted Austin investor Nate Paul on fraud charges, those who knew about his relationship with Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton questioned why Paxton was helping him. A trove of new information in the impeachment trial against Paxton shows those questions came from his most inner circle and others he asked to potentially aid Paul. Attorney General Director of Law Enforcement David Maxwell says Paxton asked him to meet with Paul to discuss Paul's FBI case and that, quote, "I knew from the beginning that what he was asking me to do was not legal and not right." Deputy Attorney General Blake Brittman told House investigators that he first heard Paul's name in 2020 and that, quote, "I became very skeptical of anything about General Paxton being involved with Nate Paul." Paxton aide Drew Wicker recalled a meeting in which Paxton and Paul discussed the FBI investigation into Paul and, quote, whether or not Paul was being unfairly targeted. House impeachment managers and whistleblowers contend Paxton illegally helped Paul using his office and position in exchange for financial favors from Paul. The records show that in 2020, Paxton also asked staff of the Travis County DA's office to meet with Paul to see if they could help him. First Assistant Mindy Montford said in a statement to House investigators that she warned Paxton about his involvement with the Paul investigation, saying, quote, "Let the federal investigation play itself out."
Again, these red flags coming from multiple people in Paxton's inner circle, information that is expected to play a key role during Paxton's impeachment trial next month. It is likely that many of the same people who gave statements to these investigators will be called to testify in person.